Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Charlie Morton is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, Charlie Morton has really made a name for himself. Big arm and a big fastball. Good sinking fastball, too. 95 to 98 miles an hour. Big overhand curveball. He's very valuable, too. He's had a lot of success pitching out of the bullpen and also one of the top starting pitchers in the league right now.
And, guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Buxton is retired, and there's one away. At the plate, Luis Arias. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's a .375 hitter. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
As a look, now the pitch. Josh Donaldson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And the throw in gets away from him.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs. And they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Riding into the box, Mitch Garver. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Kepler at second with 2 down. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 2, the Rays coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Randy Arozarena is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red hot baseball recently.
Here's the 0-2. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next will be Willie Adames. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. At the plate now, Dominic Smith. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Twins are out in front, 2-0. So coming to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. One and one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
This is skied into short left center. O'Grady comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting 8, the left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Settling in now, Eddie Rosario. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. (2-0) to the Twins left fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
2-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Into the box now, Alex Avila. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
1-2.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Too high.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in, Brandon Lau, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch of the at-bat.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Donaldson moving to his left. 2 gone. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Manuel Margot will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the pitch.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 2-0.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Not only do they come into the day with one of the best ERAs in the league, but they're also among the best teams at not allowing home runs, something they take a lot of pride in. Talking with members of the pitching staff earlier, several of them mentioned how limiting home runs really makes things difficult on the opposition, especially in today's game, where teams don't try to manufacture runs as much anymore. As one of them said, if teams are going to get the best of us, they're going to have to really rack up the hits, and we don't make that easy. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Byron Buxton goes down for the first out here in inning number 3.
Arias.
So now to the plate, Luis Arias, as he grounds one briskly to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Nelson Cruz. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Arozarena retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Now in the box, Brian O'Grady, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Rosario is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Kiermaier is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield, so much in fact it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
So here's Mike Zunino, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. First delivery to him on the way. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in, Max Kepler. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1. Down the left field line and deep. And they can't run it down. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Full count to Max Kepler, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Working for the punch out and the offering. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Adames picks it up. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. In now, Mitch Garver. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Alex Avila is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. The relay, and he's safe.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the fourth, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
1-0 count. Here it is. Line drive base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Brendan McKay answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Luis Arias. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Line drive base hit. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Twins 5, the Rays nothing. So digging in now, Randy Arozarena. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw down to first. 1 away.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up next will be Willy Adames. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and that's taken for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Adames, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
The 1-2. Yeah, swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Ready now, Dominic Smith. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Max Kepler.
Into the box now, Max Kepler. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Kepler has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And it's 1-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Striding in, Mitch Garver. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Chopped to third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here. as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. So stepping in, Brandon Lau. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 home.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Rays. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Jorge Polanco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Kiermaier coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in now, Eddie Rosario. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen here again. At least not intentionally, not with a lead like this.
And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Designated hitter, Alex Avila.
Stepping in now, Alex Avila, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Oh, and a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
The 0-2 once more. Sent on the ground out to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Brian O'Grady will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And that's through for a hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Popped him up. Donaldson in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Mike Zunino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Randy Arozarena. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Arozarena is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready for another chance? Nelson Cruz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. The 1-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped up. Smith waits on it. And that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready for another shot now, Willie Adames. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Oh, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 23 for him thus far. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Got him reaching there, strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Just hung in there on that one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
To the plate now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Twins 5, the Rays 1. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
And now pitch on the way.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Kiermaier, and it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Grady will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in this one. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. O'Grady is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 6, the Rays 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Manuel Margot. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. 1-1 the count. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
In now, Brian O'Grady, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he's back easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 0-2, here it is. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Standing in, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And look at this. A bunt attempt to start the 9th. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on its way to Avila. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
3-2.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. To third. Fielded cleanly. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Up next for Minnesota, Luis Arias. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Runners on first with 1 down. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Popped up. Smith has got it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Minnesota leads this one 6-1. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Randy Arozarena. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Hard on the ground toward short. Right to him. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out. Up next for the Rays, Willie Adames. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
6-1, the final tally today. The Minnesota Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Barrios wins for a league-high 19th time this year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Charlie Morton couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the Show Nation.